And right at this moment, Mr. Depp hits you in the face multiple times. This look to the jury here is horrifying to me, personally horrifying, watching it this morning.
From start to finish, the defamation between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp was a big hit on social media. We just can't help but talk about it and check every detail of the actors' statements or their legal counsel's examinations. Of course, most fans were also very keen about how the parties and their witnesses composed themselves while on the witness stand, since reading a person's body language is one of many ways of discovering whether they are lying or not. In Amber's case, her fake crying, overly excessive looking at the jury, and whatnot exposed her lies, and recently, it seems like even her appeal will suffer because of her scripted act. Are you curious? Well, make sure you keep watching. Amber's strategy has changed many times throughout the course of her legal battle with her ex-husband, Johnny Depp. We've seen her cry, take pity, and cry more while being examined by the opposing counsel. Obviously, these tactics were pretty useless since, in the end, she lost. Even though they may be, Amber was very loyal in using them, and this resulted in many internet critics' overflowing opinions.
This is horrible. This is painful. And this is humiliating for any human being.
Heard's just seemed to get everything wrong during the trial, and fans just kept on pointing out all the little details that showed how all she did during the court examinations was an act and how she was doing a pretty bad job acting as the victim. An expert behavioral analyst actually talked about Amber Heard's body language while being cross-examined. And what he said further confirmed how she tried to make people take pity and sympathy on her by looking sad and hurt while taking the stand.
She smiles, corrects the expression to artificial sadness, then looks at the jury to display it to them. Then she looks back at the counsel with a cold, emotionless face. This is in like 2 seconds, this rapid shift of emotion.
I mean, did you catch how she schooled her expression within seconds? Scary, right? But in the end, everyone busted her and discovered Amber's facade was nothing but an act that even made the jury uncomfortable. The expert even pointed out how she deliberately looked at the jury while answering, which she might thought would get her plus points, but it resulted in the total opposite.
Weird, awkward smile while putting her head down. Then she looks back at the counsel with no emotion, then back to the jury with a sad face.
Heard's counsel was also a target of the internet folks, and we really can't do anything about it since they've done a pretty bad job defending her. Amber's attorney, Elaine Bredehoft, was noticeably agitated when Johnny's attorney, Camille Vasquez, interrupted her with objections. She didn't know how to handle the situation, and neither of them was able to control or effectively regulate their emotions. It was obvious that they hadn't acted out or practiced scenarios.
Objection, Your Honor, leading. Objection, Your Honor, leading.
That's not offered to,
and hearsay.
Sustained.
Your Honor, it's prior consistent statements.
It's leading.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
Sustained.
Your Honor, may I approach him?
That's fine.
Objection, Your Honor, leading. Calls for hearsay.
They showed a shocking lack of readiness. Many fans are nodding their heads to these statements and have flooded the post with comments. One wrote, "I love Chase. He nailed her with such eloquence." And seeing that small smile in replay, "I think it was meant to be a complicit smile to the jury. Look at that fool of an attorney." But it backfired. Another one criticized Amber's acting, saying she only needed approval from people sitting in the jury's place. She can't even fake beg for pity in at least the whole courtroom. That if anyone talks about the assault, she'd make a pitiful face consistently. But she just can't. Her acting seems to only stretch on that right side. With her appeal plan, many of us can already see it going down again for Heard. She might have a new set of attorneys, but most fans believe that there is no hope of winning if your strategy is as loosey as this one. Well, make sure to take this information with a grain of salt, and I'll see you on the next one.